Hi, welcome to the KaiNexus Continuous Improvement Podcast. I'm Mark Graban. Today is a podcast in a series that visits with our Nexie Award winners, as we call these awards, as presented at our annual KaiNexicon user conference. And we're joined today by the recipient of this year's Lifetime Achievement Award. He's Mike McGowan, the Director of Process Excellence at Memorial Health System in Marietta, Ohio. So Mike, welcome. How are you?
Thank you. I'm well. Glad to be here.
I'm happy to chat with you today. We'll learn more about your journey and Memorial Health Systems. But first, I want to mention how the Lifetime Achievement Award Nexie is given in honor of Chris Burnham, a friend of ours who passed away last year, a colleague who founded our Lean Strategy Department. He was a devoted mentor to many of us. Chris cared deeply about Lean. He loved being a KaiNexian, and that's why the Lifetime Achievement Award is in his honor. It's given rarely to an individual or a team that's made a significant and extended impact on their organization's continuous improvement program and our work here at KaiNexus. So again, congratulations, Mike. Tell us about receiving the award.
I was very surprised, and yes, thank you to you and the KaiNexus team. I'm honored just to be considered in the same sentence with someone like Chris, because he was really, really good at what he did, and I don't feel like I have accomplished anything close to what he could do. So just to be considered in that same sentence with that man is rewarding. I was very surprised. I was enjoying the evening, and he just called out my name, and it was a great day.
Well, I hope we didn't ruin the reception for you.
No, I was very surprised.
I know you were touched. And,
I was.
I appreciate that. Well, if you could, Mike, it would be great to hear about the process excellence journey at Memorial Health System. I think it seems like a lot of that lines up with your own personal journey. If you'd want to tell us about that,
it does, kind of, not to toot my own horn, but we started in 06, 08 in the laboratory. I was laboratory director, and we did some projects, did some things, and our leadership saw that there was value in Lean, and they suggested, and they cajoled me into taking my MBOE at Ohio State at 55, and I never thought I'd go back to school. And that's where I met Mark, and as you were my second coach. And we then created our continuous improvement department here at the system.
And when you say cajoled into doing the program, the MVOE program is a great opportunity, but it's not like that. That was a bit of a surprise to you as well, but you seized that opportunity.
Yeah, it was a choice of cruising off the last 10, 15 years of my career as a lab director, trying something new. And I was really excited about Lean and the opportunities it provided, not only me, but just to make life better for everybody. So I kind of dove in there with a foot and a half probably, and I completed it, and it's been really good since then.
Yeah. So how has that journey progressed and evolved at the health system in terms of some of the key things that have resulted from that?
To me, looking back, it's very interesting that we started similar to a lot of other people in the Lean community 10 years ago. We thought if we threw tools at leaders, they would grab on and go. And I think that we learned early on that probably wasn't the best. We were getting some traction, but not as much as we wanted. So we've since changed our thinking from a lot of project-oriented work to more, how do we change the culture of an organization to be a learning organization and to be continuously improving, instead of making continuous improvement be something extra the leader has to do, that it becomes part and parcel of their day. So we're beginning that. We're getting closer to that area of where continuous improvement is embedded in what we do.
Yeah, and that's not an uncommon starting point. I'll give you credit for, if you will, studying and adjusting in a high-level PDSA cycle, like iterating from that. Some organizations kind of get stuck in trying that first approach, and then they give up and say, oh, well, it didn't work, as opposed to iterating into a better approach. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we always, my first coach always taught me that if you go into a situation and something isn't working, you have to promise yourself you're not going to go back to something that isn't working. And I tell teams that it's like, on day one, can we all agree that this doesn't work and that we're never going to go back? Mm-hmm. So we never stayed still. We must have iterated our training sessions probably as many times as we've done them. I think it feels like everyone is a little different. We adjust to what worked and what didn't work. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes we don't, but we keep trying.
Yeah. I appreciate the spirit of that. I think that'll be, I think, inspiring to the listener if they're either reinforcing their approach or maybe it pushes them in that direction. Part of the iteration was then incorporating the KaiNexus Continuous Improvement platform into your approach. I was wondering if you could share a little bit about that with us.
Well, we started out, the first KaiNexus that I went to, I believe I'm quoted on stage as saying we're the worst customer that's ever been, because we weren't really using it very much. But that has grown incrementally. I believe we're at a close tipping point to where, we started out with just the small continuous improvement team using it to track projects. Mm-hmm. Very, very good for that. And the product has grown. Then we've since expanded it into our quality department, and all of their endeavors are being captured in KaiNexus. And then now, most recently, we've been trying to expand it to the whole system, to where we're gathering safety improvements and trying to go towards that high reliability kind of organizations, where we're capturing everyone's safety issues and correcting them as quickly as possible. Mm-hmm. And then we actually display our finances in there, and my CEO gets in there, once a week and looks at finances. So it has a lot of uses in the system, and we're really starting to expand it.
Yeah. And that'll continue to evolve and iterate. And I know the KaiNexus team appreciates your input, and happy to see the progress that you and other customers are making. We're happy to be play a supporting role, to be a part of that journey with you.
Yeah, huge supporting role. It's becoming more part and parcel of everything we do every day, and that's where we need to go. Build the habit loops of going in and looking at what's improving, what's not, what's late, what's overdue. So we're getting there.
Yeah,
nothing's perfect.
Nothing's what? I'm sorry.
Nothing's perfect.
Nothing's perfect. You're either still working at it or you've given up, and I know continuing to work at it is the better approach. So thank you for living that and sharing that with us, Mike. Again, we've been joined today by Mike McGowan. He's the Director of Process Excellence at Memorial Health System in Marietta, Ohio. Again, congratulations, Mike, and thanks for coming on the podcast and sharing a little with us here.
Thanks for having me, and thank you for the award.
Yeah. Congrats again.
Thanks.